ages, 1,000 tongues are not enough. An album like this Worship Duets, I think there's something interesting about a collection of songs which have been co-written. You always learn something when you write with somebody else. And I think that what we've got is a really interesting kind of coalition between you know, the old and the new. Generally speaking, when people are being creative in various ways, it's a sign that there is an overflow, there is a stirring, that people are thinking, people are using their gifts to express something that is stirring within them. Praise him, praise him.
Yeah, well, Graham's been a real father figure in our world for years and years. You know, he's kind of the granddaddy of worship songwriters. And I was 12 years old when I went to an event and I walked into this big top with this band playing. Graham was there leading the worship with his rainbow guitar strap, and I just thought, wow, this is amazing. I'd really like to do that one day.
Graham Kendrick's been a serious influence on our lives and the way that we craft our worship songs. We know that he's a great poet and that he's a real hymn writer for this generation. We think that Serving King is a really significant song for the church today because it says a message that really isn't out there that much.
We need to remember that in view of God's mercy, we need to bring our lives and we need to be servants as well.
I think people like me who write songs are always going to write songs as long as there's life and breath in us. It's a passion of mine, you know, to build content into songs.
He's a bit of a legend. He's written so many great worship songs. He is highly esteemed. And we wrote a song called Saving Grace. And if you know anything about me at all, I love to sing and talk about grace.
For his saving grace. He is risen.
Songs like He is Risen are the kinds of songs that I look for as a worship pastor, where they teach without sounding like they're teaching. Whereas the congregation sings them, they're getting theology, they're getting an image of God and God's story locked into their mind and into their hearts. And the thing I really appreciate about Graham is his humility, his gift for words, his sense of humor, and I'm just honored to call him a friend.
He has been a massive role model for me in terms of my own writing, in terms of understanding how to place truth in songs in a way that has dynamic power for people and really strengthens people's faith. I think Oh What a Love fits in with the direction that I've been going in lately in my songwriting, in that I think that it's important for us to express intimacy alongside declaration of truth.
There's some very fresh stuff in there that I don't think would have come out if I hadn't have collaborated with these folks.
You could just tell he's just so kingdom-minded, and he has a deep humility, and it was a really honor to have those few hours with him. What's special about this song is that two guys that are across the world from each other, that are 30 years or different in age, came together to write that song. And I think that's special too, and I think that communicates a lot of what the church needs in worship today. That our worship needs to be created from a place of family and a place of community and a place of diversity.
Keep my eyes on you. Keep my You can fill books and library shelves with the theology of worship. Perhaps the simplest part is, you know, we love him because he first loved us. And we're just saying, thank you, you know, in 1,000 different ways.